Hungry? I'm hungry, but something says no. Yeah, my friends have had this before. There's some scorpions too. Good morning, Vietnam. You can tell I need some coffee. I need it bad. But I wanted to show you, look how much space I get. Basically, for what you would, same as you've seen in the Philippines, I get, half the space for the price. So that's already different. Actually, really nice spot. Really clean. It did cost me $1 million. Which, you got to get used to. And I'm going to give you a little story about that on the way out. But super happy with the place. Looks nice. It's going to be warm outside. So we got to be prepared for that. Let's knock this out. No elevator though, and I'm on the top. But it was so quiet. It was so quiet. Something. I wasn't actually expecting in Ho Chi Minh City, Saigon in Vietnam. Yeah, it's known for being a pretty loud city, so that quiet was nice. Now, upside is I do have a washing room here. It's really kind of nice. So let's both, I just got dropped off here last night. So let's both of us kind of check this out together. What happens, I'm down an alley. There's already motorcycles everywhere. Kind of pretty, whatever this place is, nice too. Right next door. Hey. So, a couple of things right away that I can say. Oh yeah, this is the style bike I like. You don't see this much anymore. One thing is, as soon as I got out of the cab, my cab driver actually didn't speak much English. And then I jumped out to ask the first person I saw, where my apartment was. And you kind of got blank stares, right? Two older guys sitting on the side of the road. And then I realized, oh yeah, most people don't speak English here. Now I know that sounds ridiculous, I should know that. And I've been here before and I know that. But, I come from the US and then I go to the Philippines where everybody speaks English. Everybody. So you can just act normal and you go up to somebody, ask them where something is, they can just tell you. So then coming over to Vietnam, I just hadn't transitioned yet. And we'll say now I have, right? Now I'm starting to get it. Now this is Ho Chi Minh, so there will be more people that speak English here than say some other smaller cities. But yeah, my first thing is coffee. So I think I saw there's a pretty sweet. This is not only a bar, it's also coffee. So I think I'm going to go in here and try that. Oh yeah, I wanted to tell you, actually gave, so I got a Grab, which I highly recommend. Grab is the best way to go around here. But it was 100,000 and I gave him $1 million because I just didn't get my digits right. Travel day, major mistake, but just wanted to tell everybody, just be a little more careful than I was. All right, we gotta go get some coffee. Check this out. Oh. Very cool. All right, I'm gonna, oh, it's got another whole room in here too. All right, I gotta get some coffee, so I'm gonna let y'all go, and I will come back when I'm awake. Hello. So I got a salted coffee, which is amazing. Oh my god. All right, all right, let's try this again. I got a salted coffee, which is freaking amazing. Oh, I needed that so bad. You'd think I'm hungover, but I'm not. It's just travel. A lot of travel. From Iloilo to Cebu to here in 2 days. In and out of different places, whatnot. Definitely took its toll on me. I had a good night's sleep last night. Made myself sleep a little extra, which is probably the grogginess. But I really missed the coffee. Now, I've been to Hanoi before, and I way overdid it with the coffee because it's just so good. One of the reasons why I was looking forward to coming back is just I love it. I love the egg coffee. I love this salted. I love it. So I'll end up wanting to have 5 of them because every time I see a new place, I want to go in. And anyways, it's about $2, 55,000, 215, something like that. But just really good. But I am remembering again. I mean, a lot of noises going on all around already. In Hanoi, they honked for everything. They're literally just honking all the time. And I haven't heard that yet here, but we will see. Haven't really been out of my little area, so gonna finish this coffee, and then we're gonna go adventure a little bit in this neighborhood. That's all I'm gonna do today. I'm not gonna overdo it. I do need a money exchange, so maybe I will not over and do that today, but that would be about it. All right, see you soon. Hey, we're actually walking in Saigon, Ho Chi Minh. I know I said that already a couple times. I'm just kind of getting used to it, I really just, use the word culture shock. And then it's weird because when you're traveling country to country, it's not just the culture shock between your home country and, I've already been a month in the Philippines. So there are so many things that are similar that it makes it easy to forget that you're somewhere different, right? It's at home, you don't see scooters everywhere, right? Or, wires everywhere. But where I've been, it's super, super common. You don't hear that all over the place either. But, that's pretty common throughout the world, but it is known as a loud city, and that's why I specifically looked for a place that was quiet, and it has even a quiet time from 11 to 8 or something. Really nice. I don't mind the sounds of the city. Just when you want to go to sleep, you want to go to sleep, right? The last place I was in Cebu, there's a party till, I'm on the 14th floor. And there's a party going on till 1 a.m. And I got to get up the next day and go to the airport. Not fun. So I try to think these things through. Luckily, it was only one night. Imagine if I was staying a week and every single night, you'd have to kind of change your schedule to be a night owl. Sometimes you got to do that. Anyway, let's check out Vietnam. I'm here. I'll put up a map showing you where we are and where we're going. Seems like a pretty good location. It's about 20 minutes to get to exchange money. So that's where I'm headed now. There's ladies at the airport that will sell you a phone, you know, a SIM card right away. And I arrived at like midnight or 10 p.m. It was still open and the money exchange was still open. I had already got some when I was in the Philippines, just because I hate hitting the ground without any money of the local currency. Yeah, I get ripped off, but it just feels a lot better to do that. It also is really nice when you have, you know, local data. But I just paid, I'm sure I paid a lot more because I got it at the airport, but it was so worth it because I was able to use my Grab and get me directly to my place. Grab is a must-have, in my opinion, both the Philippines and here in Vietnam. It's just gonna make your life so much better, especially here in Vietnam, so that you don't have to explain where you're going to the driver because they may not understand what you're saying. So if you can just already have that done, they just drop you off, it's going to make a world of difference. So I would recommend, though, with the cell phone service, to get the Vitel. It's just going to have better coverage in most cases. And, you know, I just paid, I think it cost 40,000 extra. So like $1.80 or something to have Vitel. And so far I'm not disappointed. It's working perfectly. So far I have sidewalks everywhere, and the motorcycle traffic is far more intense than I've seen in even in the Philippines, but everything is more managed, you know what I mean? It's not quite as chaotic. There's more traffic lights, there's more, I don't know, it's chaos, but far less chaotic, if that makes any sense whatsoever. It feels like people they don't obey the rules, but enough to where you can really predict pretty much everything that they're going to do pretty easily. So I wouldn't be afraid to ride a bike here, me personally, but you know, I've been doing it for years and years. But I wouldn't do it in the Philippines. Now, could I? Of course. But I just wouldn't, because I didn't feel like I could predict exactly what people were going to be doing at all times. I'm sure I would get into that flow, but I didn't really want to take the chance of getting into that flow, and it just wasn't necessary. So anyway, I'll stop talking and start showing. Hello. Oh, US. I just passed the US consulate. Interesting. Yeah. I won't show this side. Yeah, he didn't want me to show the consulate, which is fine. I get that. I was just thinking, how can I call the USA? I need to do a couple of things. All right. What I remember, I keep going straight. Now, weather-wise, is it hot? Yes. Yes, it's hot. I don't find it to be oppressively hot. I did try to come at this time of year because of that. It should be okay. It is March right now, and so it should be okay. I'm going to Da Nang next. After this, I'm going to be here for about a week. I wanted to make sure that I spent a weekend here, so we are going to go Party Town on Saturday night. I've already got a couple places marked out. I know that you all love it when I show what the party is, and sorry, I lost my phone in Iloilo, so he lost a lot of the really, really good footage of the clubs, because they didn't want to take my camera out. But yeah, that was Iloilo was something else. Really looking forward to going back. As far as Vietnam goes, pretty easy so far. We've run into a bit of spat of traffic here. Now I am heading towards probably the more touristy area. Lots of toys. But that's where the money exchanges are going to be, right? So let's see here. Double checking my map. Yeah, okay, just keep going straight and then make a left. Wow, the culture shock for sure. It's good. It's good. Now, what's a lot different than what we got used to in the Philippines, you know, me filming, everybody would be waving and smiling, and not everybody, but you know, it's pretty common. It will happen here, but it's definitely not the normal. Hello. In fact, this guy right here just showed me that it is different here. Thank you. So yeah, there's still that nice, friendly atmosphere. Absolutely nobody has been rude. Then I've only been here a short time. I can't help myself. So, can't help myself. I want to have every egg coffee I come across. Now, it may be strange that I would say there's so many bikes here, but here, look across the street. You see this? So even coming from the Philippines, where there's bikes everywhere, I feel like there's just more here. And you do hear the honking all the time, but trust me when I say it was so much worse in the north. But so far, a pleasant walk. I came in late last night, and there was a lot of, I mean, this is a weekday, and just a lot of dressed up, beautiful women. That is one thing that is different. Obviously, Vietnam is known for the beautiful women, but they're certainly more in fashion, more dressed up than in the Philippines, or definitely in the United States. That used to be a thing, but nobody really, I guess, it's changed a lot. But yeah, it's a little more fashion forward here last night. I saw lots of fun outfits. Makes me want to go out and get something myself. I probably will for Saturday, so that I will look the part. We're gonna have a good time. So like and subscribe if you want to check that out. Tons of beautiful, oh yeah, tons of videos on Philippines. I'm going back there to Baguio for here in Ho Chi Minh City and in Da Nang. I also take suggestions if you know my route. If you want to make a suggestion, I do something or go somewhere, as long as you catch me in time, I will do it. I believe, here, let me double check. I believe I turn left here. Yep, we are most of the way there already. That was nice. I am sweating, but it isn't out of control as long as I stay somewhat in the shadow, the shade. See if we can spot my favorite bike. The ones that were right next to where I'm staying. Here is one. It's kind of the Vespa style. You can see here on the right, this one actually is a Vespa. But I don't necessarily need a Vespa, but I really like that Vespa style. Here it is. This is the one. Exactly this one. This is the one that I had in Thailand. And Had so much fun riding it. Love to pick up another one of those. Everything else just, they all seem the same, you know? They just all look the same. Here's another one right here. So this is the Honda here. Most of you probably don't care much about bikes, so we'll move on from that. And if you're taking, you know, a trip around this, you know, out of the city, that's not going to be enough power. You're probably going to want something else. Okay. Excuse me. I think I need to cross here somehow. We've come to the first place where I'm actually have to be careful crossing. There we go. So I'm definitely more in the tourist area here, as I said before. Got a statue across the way. Was that a church? I think so. So maybe we can, I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to put that up, but I'll try. Here we go. So I would suspect it's going to be somewhat clean and sidewalks everywhere because we are in the tourist area. And I probably won't venture too far out of that. I'm only here 5 days, and I just, you know, we'll just see what we can see. Got a lot of editing to do. I've been all the way, pretty much since I left BGC, I've just been on the move and haven't really had a chance to post videos and edit and things like that. So I got this beautiful place with a huge desk now. You know, that it does make a big difference, I'm telling you. It's so weird that each country has its own thing that makes it better. It's so hard to like say, oh, you know, Thailand or Vietnam or Philippines or whatever is better, because each thing has its own unique part that just makes it better, you know? I mean, there's so many things about Vietnam that I'm just in love with already. Obviously, I love the way the women dress, and it just gives you a little joy. And the coffee, you know? I mean, in the Philippines, I went to, here, let's turn this around. In the Philippines, I went to Starbucks, which, yes, as I had said before, Starbucks is way, way, way better than it is in the United States. I don't like Starbucks in the United States. But the thing is, there wasn't a lot of other options that, you know, because I would have rather had something local. There wasn't a lot of options that I thought were really good. But in Vietnam, you know, every single block there's probably 10 different coffee shops that are all going to have really amazing coffee that you would think, you know, Starbucks, are you freaking kidding me? Why would I waste my time? So there's that. So right now I'm at Vienam Center. Seems to be a pretty tourist location because I'm seeing foreigners everywhere. So I guess I keep going forward. Taking my life into my own hands here. All right, let's double check, make sure I'm going the right way, but I think so. It appears I am. I just keep going this way to the opera. So let's turn it around. Yes. such a huge difference than the place where I am. Because it's foreigners everywhere, so tourists and whatnot. I like didn't see one, I think, all the way halfway here, and now every person. I guess on the positive side, we'll probably have a lot more people speaking English here, and yeah, I guess that's a benefit. Because I wanted to see if I could get a SIM card that I can call the USA even if it costs more. And that would be a very difficult conversation with somebody who can't speak English at all. So I've done it. That's the thing is, you know, after 50 countries, I've always figured out a way to make it in whatever country, whatever language. Just be nice. Take your time. Somebody will eventually be able to help you, and it'll be fine. So many people just don't go places because they're afraid. They don't speak the language, and they think, oh, I can't do it. But it's not even close to true. You can do it. You can do it. And you're missing out on such amazing experiences because of your fear. So right now, we got, you know, East Laurel and Dior. We're definitely in the high-rent district. Way above my pay grade. But they're supposed to have a pretty good, I think this is where we're going right here. That's the Opera, and that's where the exchange is. I hear they're pretty good service, and they have a good exchange rate, and it was about 20 minutes away, so I figured that made a lot of sense. So let me look at the map. We'll go get some. I'll at least show you where it is. Let's see. In fact, I'll just look at the map now. Yeah, I'm showing it to be right in this area. So it's interesting, you know, like this kind of thing is the same all over the world. You'll have people outside selling and everybody taking pictures. And it's interesting. Like tourist spots are the same everywhere. There it is, money exchange. Unbelievable rate, almost exactly perfect as far as exchange, you know, what you would get from a credit card or something. Absolutely wonderful. So there you have it. Off to wonder. I will make another video soon. Love y'all. Hungry? I'm hungry, but something says no. Yeah, my friends have had this before. There's some scorpions too. Huh? The restaurant looks pretty good. Where's the guy that runs it? I'm actually going to give him some money for, you know, being a sport.